Alright guys, so we finished this little bitty area right here. Figured I would stop and just walk around for a second, take a look at a few things. It's about 20 after 2, so about an hour 15 minutes here. So a lot of big cedars. If anybody knows anything about those big old cedars, anytime you have one that's about 25 foot tall, it seems like you got about 8 or 9 trees in it, due to the fact of what size the limbs are. So came across quite a few rocks right here, so we'll get out, pull that stuff. We don't like to back drag over that. So, but here's what I want to show you. Look at this big old oak tree just in here inside. Got all these junipers and mesquites and everything grown up around it. I mean, that thing's massive. It's got to be every bit of, 36 inches in diameter. I mean, that thing's going to be beautiful right here, open, wide open. She's going to be able to breathe. Alright guys, here we are, day 2, or excuse me, we're actually day, I think day 5 on this project. It's a little over 12 acres. Day 2 on this side, so this is called the cow pasture side. It goes right on around that way. There's a big old pond. We went around the pond. We got Jay and Dane's crew here. We have ASV number 2 and number 3, and it's what a lot of this. I mean, it's thick, as you can see. So we're taking out every cedar, every big mesquite, anything small, 3-4 inch diameter, and leaving all the big oaks. So it was thick. So we have, this area is cleared, and the area that's behind this is cleared, and so we have this area here broke up in 2 pieces. So one guy's going to go to the back, and the other guy's going to go to that highline pole and turn in and clear all this. So it is November 9th, and this job's been a good one, actually. So we had one of our newest ASV yesterday that Jay was running, and yep, the notorious O-ring blew out on it last night, right at quitting time, almost about 4:45. So we decided just to load it up and bring another unit out. So fortunate to have 3 units. So get the old Fecon going, and we're gonna get this other one going and see if we can't knock this job out today. Should be our last day. And we're out here in Granbury, basically north of Granbury. This is actually has a Tolar, Texas address, but it's right off Highway 377 in the back. So it's I mean, it's right past, you know, I don't know, about 3 miles past the lake. So this is actually Tolar. So all right guys, well, I'm gonna set this bad boy up on some time lapse and let the guys get after it. Alright guys, so we've been at it for about 2 hours, and we pretty much roughed this whole area out. Yes, we don't leave all this stuff on the ground right in here, but this is basically getting after it, roughing it, getting everything pretty much down and gone through and go around these big oaks. But wanted to show you guys some of the size of the cedars that we're dealing with. Some of these are, you know, just because you see one cedar, you know, everybody's like, hey, that's just one tree, you know, but it's really not. They pop up out of the ground, and I refer to them kind of like at a pom-pom, but I mean, here's one here, and if you can look at it, it's, you know, the base of that sucker's huge, you know. So looks like it's got a lot of rock and fence and wire around the bottom of that one we got to watch out for. That's a big cedar. I mean, that's big. It takes a good mulching head, a powerful machine to really take these down and mulch them up. So here's one here that we took down, and I mean, I have to dig to be able to find the stump. Yeah, I make sure we take it all the way down to the soil. So a brush hog or whatever's going to come over this area and clean it after we're gone, customer, they'll be able to maintain it. You know, sustainability is what we're selling, you know. So, but look at this one here. So I hit it a few times and stopped just so I can show you diameter of that bad boy. You know? So, look at the size of that one. So I tell people it's almost like having 8 trees in one, just because they're sharing the same stump. They grow up. I mean, it's every bit of 4 to 8 inches in diameter on some of these, leaving the stumps and growing. So the crew's back there, hard at it, pushing from the back side. But this GyroTrak head of ours is, we've got it tuned, and it's turning about 25, 2700 RPMs. And these are planer type knives. Hit a rock or two on that one, but that's a great head, man. It gets after it, spools up quick. Never had any problems out of that drum. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna set this back up on a little bit of time lapse and let you take a look at it again. Alright guys, so here we are. It's man, it is like 5:05. We have finally finished this property. So it goes on around, there's a pond that way, and the heavy mulching started about right here and extends all the way to the back here. A lot of big cedars. I'm in the process of walking the property, picking up, you know, bigger pieces, stuff like this right here that I can find that's kind of smashed down every once in a while, and I'm gonna make me little piles, finish it out. So, but yeah, I tell you, she didn't even know what type of oaks and how pretty her property would be until now, you know. So you can see over here, it's pretty much what it looked like. A lot of the videos earlier, this is what it looked like all over here. You can see how that big oak, excuse the glare, but that big oak is sitting right up there. That's how it was in here. I mean, it was just riddled with big old oak trees. So we basically machine only. Her and her family love to do some chainsaw working and stuff like that, so they're going to come in and clean up some around the trees and do some other things and get it the way they like it. So, but yeah, 6 days on the property. This right here, it took 2 days. Yeah, 2 days to knock this side out. So, but all right, guys, another completion. Bronco land clearing. Had 2 ASVs knocking this out, like you saw in the videos where I walked around and showed you how big the cedar trees and stuff that we were taking out, the size and the bases and everything. So it was huge. So it took some teeth and some good sharp teeth and head power, stuff like that, to really get her done. So, all right, guys, another day off to another we actually got a 3-day job the rest of the week, so knocking them out. Have a good one.